Did you know that a teenage girl once led an entire army? Or that a woman's silent protest ignited a revolution? Buckle up, because today we're diving deep into the tales of 10 incredible women who didn't just make history, they shaped it. From pharaohs to physicists, from the art studio to the political arena, these women's stories are packed with inspiration, intrigue, and undeniable impact. So why should you stick around? Well, by the end of this journey, you'll have 10 powerful reasons to challenge, dream, and believe. Number 1. Cleopatra. Few figures in history are surrounded by as much intrigue and fascination as Cleopatra. The last pharaoh of ancient Egypt, Cleopatra the Seventh Philopator, wasn't just a powerful leader. She was also a linguist, naval commander, and diplomat. Born in 69 BCE, she came to power in a world dominated by men. Her political savvy, charm, and intelligence, however, ensured she wasn't overshadowed. She forged critical alliances with Roman leaders like Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, ensuring Egypt remained significant in global politics. What often stands out about Cleopatra is her capacity to adapt and maneuver through treacherous political terrain. Beyond the legends of her beauty, her talents in administration and governance are commendable. Cleopatra was a passionate advocate for her people, understanding the importance of a thriving economy, and thus made robust efforts in trade. Her reign saw a period of relative prosperity and stability for her kingdom. Yet her story, however grand, also bears the weight of tragedy. Her relationships, especially with Mark Antony, became the stuff of legends and caused ripples in the Roman political sphere. Her end, a subject of much speculation and drama, remains as enigmatic as her life. Whether as an astute leader, a romantic figure, or a tragic heroine, Cleopatra's influence continues to echo through time. Number 2. Joan of Arc. From the annals of medieval history emerges a teenager who would lead an army and inspire a nation. Joan of Arc, or the Maid of Orleans, born in 1412 in Domremy, a small village in northeastern France, remains a symbol of courage and faith. By the time she was 17, she felt a divine calling to support Charles VII and ensure his coronation as the King of France, at a time when his claim to the throne was disputed and England dominated large parts of the country. Joan's profound faith and her conviction that she was chosen by God gave her the courage to approach military leaders and royalty with her visions. Despite her age and gender in a patriarchal society, she played a pivotal role in lifting the siege of Orleans and securing the path for Charles VII's coronation. It's fascinating that a girl with no formal military training could inspire and lead an army to victory. However, her meteoric rise wasn't without its perils. Captured by the Burgundians, sold to the English, and then put on trial for charges including cross-dressing, she wore male military attire, and heresy, Joan was martyred at the age of 19. Burned at the stake, her name could have been lost in the annals of time. Instead, her legacy grew. Canonized in 1920, Joan of Arc stands as a testament to the indomitable spirit of those who believe in a cause. Number 3. Marie Curie. In a world of discovery, where the very building blocks of the universe were being unraveled, Marie Curie shone brilliantly. Born in Warsaw in 1867, she moved to Paris to continue her education at the Sorbonne. Here, not only did she meet her husband, Pierre Curie, but also embarked on groundbreaking scientific endeavors. Their joint work led to the discovery of 2 new elements, polonium and radium, and unveiled the mysterious world of radioactivity, a term she herself coined. Marie Curie's achievements in the scientific realm are unparalleled. She remains the only person to win Nobel Prizes in 2 different scientific fields, physics in 1903 and chemistry in 1911. Her dedication to science was unwavering. Even amidst personal tragedies like the untimely death of her husband, she pressed on with her work, underlining commitment and passion. But Marie's influence wasn't limited to just the scientific community. During World War I, she recognized the potential of X-rays in battlefield medicine and drove mobile X-ray units, or little Curies, to the front lines. Her tireless endeavors to apply science for the betterment of society, coupled with her historic scientific contributions, cement her place as one of the brightest minds humanity has ever seen. Number 4. Rosa Parks. The quiet determination of one woman can sometimes spark a revolution. Rosa Parks is a testament to this. Born in 1913 in Alabama, she became an iconic figure in the civil rights movement, when in 1955 she refused to give up her seat on a bus for a white passenger. This act of defiance wasn't the first against segregation laws, but it became a pivotal moment, leading to the Montgomery bus boycott. Behind this significant act was a lifetime of resistance against racial injustice. Rosa Parks was an active member of the National Association for the Advancement of Color People, or NAACP, long before her historic stand on the bus. Her commitment to the cause wasn't a momentary spark, but a lifelong flame. She worked alongside other civil rights leaders like Martin Luther King Jr., ensuring that the fight for equality remained in the national consciousness. It's vital to recognize Rosa Parks not just for the Montgomery incident, but for her enduring commitment to justice and equality. In the face of threats and economic hardships, she remained steadfast. Rosa Parks is a beacon of how silent strength and unwavering conviction can change the course of history. Number 5. Mother Teresa. Humanity and compassion can sometimes find its purest expression in a single individual. Mother Teresa, born on Jeze Gongshe Boshiju in 1910 in Skopje, today's North Macedonia, embodies this. Drawn to the calling of serving God from an early age, she moved to India in 1929 as a nun and started her journey of serving the poor and destitute. In the bustling streets of Kolkata, she witnessed the depths of human suffering, the sick, the dying, and the abandoned. It was this stark reality that led her to establish the Missionaries of Charity in 1950. What started with a small group grew globally, with the sole aim of serving the poorest of the poor. Whether it was lepers, orphans, or the dying, Mother Teresa and her order provided solace, comfort, and love. While she was canonized as a saint by the Roman Catholic Church in 2016, her life wasn't without controversies and criticisms. Yet what remains undeniable is her unwavering commitment to compassion. In a world often divided by boundaries, she showed that love knows no borders. Mother Teresa's life stands as a poignant reminder of the profound difference one person's unconditional love can make in the lives of many. Number 6. Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman's name resonates with freedom. Born into slavery in Maryland in the early 1820s, Tubman's life was a testament to resilience and determination. In her late 20s, risking life and limb, she made a daring escape to the north. However, freedom for herself was not enough. Over the next decade, Tubman became a conductor on the Underground Railroad, a secret network of safe houses that assisted slaves in their escape to freedom. She made 19 trips to the South, leading around 300 slaves, including her own family members, to freedom. Beyond her efforts with the Underground Railroad, Tubman was a staunch advocate for women's suffrage and worked alongside figures like Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton. During the Civil War, she also served as a nurse, cook, and even a spy for the Union Army. Harriet Tubman's legacy isn't just about freeing slaves, it's about challenging and changing a system rooted in injustice and inequality. Number 7. Emmeline Pankhurst. When discussing the suffrage movement in the UK, one cannot overlook the indomitable spirit of Emmeline Pankhurst. Born in 1858 into a family with radical political beliefs, Pankhurst was at the forefront of the fierce struggle for women's rights to vote. In 1903, frustrated by the lack of progress on women's suffrage, she founded the Women's Social and Political Union, or WSPU. The WSPU's model, deeds not words, reflected their readiness to take direct and sometimes militant action. Pankhurst, alongside her daughters and other suffragettes, endured imprisonments, hunger strikes, and force feeding in their fight for equality. Their tactics were controversial, but their impact was undeniable. By 1928, women in Britain were granted equal voting rights with men. Pankhurst's unyielding determination and the sacrifices of the WSPU members were instrumental in shifting societal perspectives on women and their rights in the political sphere. Number 8. Malala Yousafzai. In the face of oppression, some voices rise with such clarity and strength that they cannot be ignored. Malala Yousafzai, born in 1997 in the Swat Valley of Pakistan, is one such voice. From such a young age, she advocated for girls' rights to education, writing a blog for BBC Urdu. However, her activism drew the ire of the Taliban, and in 2012, a gunman shot her while she was on her way home from school. Surviving the attack, Malala became a global advocate for education and women's rights. In 2014, at the age of 17, she became the youngest ever recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize. Her story is not just about her own bravery, but also reflects the struggle of countless girls worldwide striving for education. Malala's message transcends borders, reminding us all of the transformative power of education and the right of every individual to access it. Number 9. Frida Kahlo. Art often serves as a mirror to society, but it can also be a window into the soul of the artist. Frida Kahlo, born in 1907 in Mexico City, is a testament to this. Known for her surreal and symbolic self-portraits, Kahlo turned to painting after a severe bus accident left her bedridden for extended periods. Her works, imbued with pain, love, and passion, delve deep into her personal experiences, reflecting her struggles with physical and emotional pain. Beyond her unique art, Kahlo was a fervent advocate for indigenous Mexican culture and a vocal socialist. Her vibrant use of color and incorporation of Mexican and indigenous symbols in her works celebrated her cultural heritage in an era of increasing westernization. Both her art and activism make Frida Kahlo an enduring figure in global cultural history, inspiring countless individuals to embrace their truth and heritage. Number 10. Eleanor Roosevelt. Eleanor Roosevelt, born in 1884, transformed the role of the First Lady of the United States during her husband Franklin D. Roosevelt's tenure, becoming an advocate for civil rights, women, and the downtrodden. Eleanor wasn't content being in the shadow of her husband. She used her position to highlight social issues and push for change. Post her tenure as First Lady, her influence didn't wane. She became a delegate to the United Nations General Assembly and played a pivotal role in drafting the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Eleanor Roosevelt's legacy stands as a reminder of the power of empathy and dedication in driving change, even in the face of personal challenges and societal conventions. And there we have it, 10 remarkable women who stood tall against the tide of their times. Their stories remind us of the boundless potential within every individual. So the next time you're seeking a little inspiration, remember these trailblazers. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and never forget the power of perseverance.